Welcome to Food Grade Food, where we make food, grade food. I'm Gregg.
And I'm Sandie Rymal.
We are going to be making a bunch of things. Today we're going to make hummus.
Yes.
Because Sandie is really good at making hummus, and she has a whole story about how she got to hummus.
Right.
So we have a couple of cameras. We're gonna just get right into it, and it's pretty easy, right?
Yes, it's very easy. And I heard something today that was so nice. It said, think outside of the plastic tub. You can do this. We can do this.
Yeah. So we're just gonna start with regular food. Let's see what the counter cam is doing.
Okay,
so
we're right
there
here.
it is. You're the main doing it. So
okay, so we go this way.
Yeah.
All right. Well, first of all, you're going to need chickpeas, and you can do it two ways. I've done it both ways. The dry in the bag, and those are you have to soak them overnight and do a couple of gyrations. But otherwise, you can just open a can or two, and they're lovely. Okay, and you're going to need some tahini, which is the sesame, ground sesame paste, and that's the whole basis of everything. And then other than that, you're going to need some garlic and some lemon and some spices. And you're going to have some beautiful hummus that's lovely and healthy and delicious.
So we're using out of the can. So did you drained them?
Yes, I did.
So that's the first step. You know, while you're doing that, I think we need to make some coffee.
Okay.
Coffee. Onto the jet. Okay.
All right, let me get the spices over here.
All right. So what do you want me to do with these? I'll help you cut these up.
Yes, you can.
How many do you know? Like,
I would
is this
say
enough?
That's plenty. You probably only want maybe 2 or 3 of the good sized cloves, I would say.
Oh, really?
And then we'll taste it, along as we go along.
All right. What would happen if 4 fell into it? Just
you would
too
need
garlicky?
a breath mint. No, I mean, it's never too garlic for me.
I mean, come on.
And I think we would be delicious. Turn it down a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
All right, and then I'll start on the lemons.
So what do you just pull it all together? What do you do with the, you have to get all that and squish it?
You have to get this ready first. I think so, yeah. Then it's easier, and then
That's
as
kind of
you
the
go.
kind of a key for making food. Gets a few things ready, and then when you go, you go.
Yes.
I always thought it was super amazing when somebody could make like 3 or 4 different things at different time signatures, like music, I guess, and then it all ends up on the table, all warm and all hot at the same time.
Right.
That's a feat. I try to do it, and sometimes I get it, but like, oh gee whiz, something's
That takes practice.
Oh, hold on, that's getting in there.
Right.
So you just dice them up and dice them up.
Yes, and you don't have to dice them too much and worry about too much.
It's going all in the blender. This is
Sure.
but you just don't want a big chunk of.
Right.
So, I was reading about hummus. I was like, where does it? Who came up with it? History of hummus. Well, they don't really know. They know it's a Middle Eastern thing. It's all over the world. Everybody in the whole world makes hummus and eats hummus. It varies by proportions, like every recipe. That's, proportions.
Right.
This much hummus, that much, tahini.
Right.
Or this much chickpeas. You start with that.
Right. And
I mean,
also you could put, smoked paprika. We did that one day. Or,
yeah.
So there's some people that put crushed pistachios, and there's all different kinds.
Right.
But for us, for this household so far, I think we like it just as is, just kind of plain.
Here we have
Yummy.
this too. I'm not going to use that.
Oh yeah, this is done. This is
That's
already
good.
finished.
It's already.
This little squeezer is fabulous.
It's pretty dope. Okay.
Okay. These two things in the sink. And there's our lemon juice. And garlic.
Coffee time, coffee time, coffee time, coffee time. So this kitchen, it's a five spoon coffee pot,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
With the only type of bean you can really drink, I think, after you drink it, because everything else tastes like water after
Like
French roast.
Yeah. Right.
Okay,
we
that's
do
going,
French
that's
roast or Italian roast, the darker roast. Yeah.
So you do two lemons. You just squish 2 lemons of juice.
Mm-hmm.
And
Now, if I pull this out, is this going to block this guy?
no, it's gonna see what we're
There.
doing.
Oh, perfect. All
You know,
right.
you just
That stays just like that.
well, you just put it all up on top there.
Perfect. And then first what we'll do, because these guys get dry, is I'll put some liquid in the bottom. So I'm going to throw some olive oil in here.
Just to get it
Oh,
going
perfect.
a little bit.
Yes. I've done it the other way with the liquids on top, and it's hard to get it creamy because the chickpeas and the tahini both get dry.
Right,
You know what I mean?
Right. So you have
Here's
to
the
kinda-
little secret that I found out: sesame oil. Smell
Where's
how
the-
oh, lovely. Since we're using sesame seeds, we might as well use some oil and kick
Well,
it
I
up a
saw
little bit.
some people use sesame paste.
Yes,
You
probably
know,
same
so
kind of thing.
it's all kind of
Same.
to your flavor, how you want to do it, really.
Right. And then I put in a little bit of garlic, a little bit of salt, and cumin. Oh my goodness, this is what makes it lovely. And put that all in before I put the,
Oh, that smells good.
it does already, doesn't it?
You put everything kind of in the bottom.
Get it started, and then actually what I'll do is after that's going, I'll taste it, and then I can put more. If I need
Before the
more
chickpeas?
salt. No, after the chickpeas.
Oh,
after
right.
when it-
Then you can
Yes, then we can
versus
always
I see.
add
I
more
see.
to it. Let's even throw in some lemon.
A little bit.
Yep.
You don't put any. You mix that up.
Yep. Let's do this. Okay.
That's so
Stop.
like it's all over.
Okay. Here we go.
Here you go. Here you go.
Here's some chickpeas.
Do you want this stuff?
Sure.
Is that right
I'm gonna
now?
do half of this right now.
All of the garlic?
Sure. And your hands are gonna smell delicious.
Oh, I know. Hold on. I even have a little bit more. Hold on.
Perfect. Don't waste anything in this house.
You don't put any water or anything to.
Not
it's
yet.
just you're using it.
But I have the water ready because it's
Oh,
going
I
to
see.
be. You're going to probably need it. Maybe so you can hear it thickening up as
Yeah.
it grinds. All right, that's probably enough. And one of the first things I do is get a
Get it.
scraper out because you're going to need that because it flies up on the sides.
Right.
So several times during the process, you're going to want to.
So
do
you
that.
put all of your ingredients already in, and now you're just adding your chickpeas.
Mm-hmm. And I
And we
don't
have a
think
little
I
bit of
got
lemon left. We have a
Right.
little bit of like, hey, we're gonna do this, and you know.
So that's.
Well,
that's all
there's ways of making food like you're just rolling with it. You know, this can is this much. You're gonna do that. Two lemons. Here, scoop the tahini. Scoop this.
Right.
Whip it. Flavor. A little bit more oil. Here we go.
Because
Right,
we've made
'cause-
it enough lately.
Well, and
You know,
it's
you have
also.
to try it and
I mean, some
practice.
people can't. They have to do their cooking by a recipe.
Oh, they
And
get so locked
it-
in.
well, I mean, it's also recipes are great because it gives you that base, and then I want to add a little bit more
Right.
cumin. Oh, I wanted this.
Sure.
So it's kind of one of those.
Right, and don't be
You know-
scared. Just don't be
Yeah.
scared. Just do it because you're going to taste it.
Mm-hmm.
And then, all right, and then here is tahini. Now I've mixed this up because once you open the jar, it'll separate, or even before you open it. And you want to mix that up before you put it in
So
here.
how much are you going to put in? What's your like?
I think for
16,
1 can would
16
be
ounces of chickpeas.
half a cup.
Half a
Let's
cup.
go half or 3/4.
Right.
Right.
And you're doing it by feel. It's not like you're like.
Right.
That could be
I'm
an
not
entire
measuring.
cup right there.
Right. Yep,
You just
but
don't
it's not.
know.
I think that's half. I think that's about a half. Okay. Let's try to mix this guy and see what happens now. See, it's thickening up. We're going to need a little bit more water.
Right.
What I'll do is just this. But you don't want to get it too thin either. So, comfy time. And I had never tasted this, or basically never tasted Middle Eastern food until I got married to a man from the Middle East. He was Assyrian, and I learned a whole other way of eating. Just lovely.
Who was your biggest help in cooking?
Nana.
Nana?
Yes, everybody's got a Nana. and
Everybody
this
has a Nana.
She was awesome. She just helped me so much. And she and I became really good friends because I, at the time, was learning their language too, learning the Assyrian language. And then when she came here from Irac, she wanted to learn English. So we agreed that we would teach each other.
How cool.
Right. And she did really good with the English language, but we always laughed because she could never remember the difference in kitchen and chicken.
Kitchen and chicken.
We're going to have kitchen for dinner. No, you're not, Nana. You're having chicken.
Hey, I'll meet you in the chicken, okay?
Yes, every time. Oh, so.
You mix it up, kind of.
Mix and see, because I can tell it's already getting thick in the middle, but there's a fine line right now that you don't want to get it too thin.
Yeah, then it's not hummus. Then it's something
it's more
else.
like hummus sauce.
Yeah,
I've done that too.
Right.
But and let's see. One of the things we have this little guy here that you use in the middle.
Yep.
Hopefully this is going to help. You want to just get that liquid in there with the thick stuff. There you go, baby.
There you go.
So it's happening. Kind of like a sesame smoothie. All right, let's see what we're doing here now.
Ooh, I'm gonna get a bowl.
It's looking good. Oh, well, now look at this. Isn't that gorgeous?
Oh, that's really
What
good.
I'd like you to do is be the taster, and we'll see if we need a little more salt. Hold on. Let me give you a spoon.
I'm just seeing if you can.
Perfect.
That's some good hummus mixing. And so you just keep doing it, and you get it super creamy, and it's all
Right. Now see if you want
Oh, yeah.
more.
Hmm.
So good. I better have another little small cup of it.
Yeah.
Let's turn this over.
I don't
Try
know.
this.
Garlic's good. The tahini pops out first. A little more salt.
Maybe a little more,
bit
tiny bit more salt.
Maybe a little bit of what do you think of that?
Cumin,
A little,
yes.
little smidge, just
Could
a
be.
smidge.
Okay, you do that and I'll wash my hands.
All right. Oh no! I just put it in.
Oh, that's tasty, isn't it?
You know what? I'm as clumsy as they can get. So it's like, oh, I'm just gonna drop it on some push.
Whoops.
What do you think?
Right.
Like that much?
Perfect. Perfect.
Because you don't want to like overpower stuff.
No, no.
And you kind of ease up to it. It's like mixing colors.
Exactly. And see how the sides, it's still not quite mixed. So that's where your spatula comes in.
Right, right.
So down here, because you want everything mixed nice.
A little bit of salt, maybe?
I don't know. I think we're good.
Okay.
I think we're about done, to tell you the truth. Now, if I've tried to get it smoother than this,
and then it wets
then it gets thick again, and you have to add more liquid, and so I'm thinking that's probably about fine. What do you think? Should we try it one more time?
Just do a zoop, get get the cumin all over around, and then drop it in a bowl, and you eat it with everything, vegetable. I mean, everything.
It's
is
just
eat with hummus,
and it just feels so healthy. It's because
that it is how the protein levels are out of the roof.
This world, yeah. Well, it keeps a lot of people alive.
Yeah,
in the whole world. I
mean,
even if we're not using it here so much, but they've been doing it.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yep. You can see all that stuff separated and evened up.
I think it's done.
There you go.
All right.
You want to put it in? I'll put that. Should I grab some bread, or you want to do that?
Well, you can grab the bread.
I'll grab the bread.
We have two types of bread we could use, but usually we use the softer.
This one.
But there's also cracker bread.
We have this. Let's get a plate.
There's pita bread. Lemons around here.
Okay.
Perfect.
Oh, you know what would be good too, a little bit? Let's try that. I'm gonna grab this.
All right.
And then this one?
There's already some torn, or it's
I don't think there's any torn yet.
right there on top. I think,
What else would you put with this?
Well, what Assyrians do is they eat a lot of greens, like
Cucumbers. Have some cucumbers
always
on the side.
green onions, cilantro, and so this could be a whole sandwich. It's so high protein, you wouldn't even need meat.
What about tomatoes?
Oh yes, yes.
Should we get some tomatoes and
any of that you want.
some cucumbers? Celery?
Anything.
Oh, there's already some here.
And what's great, it's a great snack. If you're hungry and you don't want to go to bed empty, just a bite or two of this.
Totally.
It just fills you up and keeps you satisfied so you can fall asleep.
Well, and it's a base for, gyros and shawarma and a side on everything.
Right, and what they do,
everything
Persian,
you eat is with hummus.
Right. And then they make it thinner, like with more water and more olive oil, and use it as a sauce, like you say, in the pita bread sandwiches and stuff.
Right.
On top of the shawarma. All right, now we're not going to smooth out the top yet, because I'm going to show you what I've learned.
Oh.
To make it pretty.
Okay.
But my hands are a mess.
I want to just get a few little...
Oh, that's looking good with those little tomatoes like that. Okay. Now, for right here, look at that beautiful texture.
Oh yeah.
All right.
It's a little bit of it looks like when your skin is cold.
Yes, right.
It's really so.
And to make they always make a circle and then they pour some olive oil in it. But rather than moving the spoon, I have found out that if you move the bowl,
Oh yeah.
then I don't know, it just works better.
It just controlled better.
Right.
Nice.
Sort of make it flat, maybe a little peak in the middle, little mountain, and then make a little ditch. And the word for this little ditch in Assyrian would be Shakeeta.
Shakeeta.
Yes. And one of my sister-in-laws one time was helping with one of the kids' hair, and she just made it all kind of crazy. I said, you have to make that organized. She said, it doesn't have to be a shakeeta. I said, yes, it does. It doesn't have to be a canal.
This is perfect. This has to be perfect.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
All right. Then, so then you always do a big swoop of olive oil.
Olive oil, yes.
All right.
And that just helps. I don't know. It looks pretty, but then it kind of gives a little extra liquid around the top. And this is always.
Oh, you don't want to.
Oh, not too much, Nelly. Hold on.
Does that thin it out?
Well, it could, it could, but now then there's another thing which would be that right there.
The paprika.
Paprika. Just a tiny, tiny little bit, mostly for looks, but here we go.
All right.
All right.
Oh, that's super cool.
I think we're done.
Way to go. Nice.
Good job.
I'm going to eat some.
And you've got a whole meal.
That's like, it seems
What
big,
else do you
more
need?
than a 16-ounce can of chickpeas.
Right. Well, there were two. I opened up 2 cans. So there's 4 of us in the house.
Oh.
And that will, this will last for a couple days.
Look at that.
Gorgeous.
Oh, that is so good.
You can't believe how delicious it is.
And super quick. It's
Right.
like, it's just really quick. I mean, it's
And
like
this
one
is
of those.
soft flatbread. Look at this.
I'm
Cheers.
gonna put, cheers. Food grade food. You can make it too.
You don't need a plastic tub of hummus.
No.
I looked at the store the other day. It was a little tub this little, and that pick around $6.99. I went.
This is a $2 side dish.
Yes,
and
right.
you know what? You can eat it for a main dish too.
And it'll last us for days. A couple days.
Totally. So there we go. I hope you like that. I hope you make some hummus. Let me
Make
know.
it.
Appreciate all your comments and support. Spread the word. Send it out. Subscribe. Thank you very much. And we'll see you on the next Food Grade Food.
That's
Gregg,
right.
Egg.
And Sandie Rymal.
All right. See you later.
Bye.
Eat Food Grade Food. Perfect. Oh, we never got to our coffee.
Oh, well,
Oh,
we'll just have to get
hold
to
on.
it.
We made that whole thing and like poof, the coffee's sitting there waiting. Hey, what about me? Oh, we forgot about the coffee. What about me? I'm good too. Oh. Okay. Well, you know what? There's nothing better than coffee with everything. Coffee and hummus are
Coffee
pretty
and
much.
hummus is
Would you
pretty
like a
good.
little bit?
Oh, absolutely. My cup is right here.
Your cup runneth over.